Good evening and welcome back to my channel. We're just going to continue on this journey with reading the Bible and praying every day through a year. So we're going to read today. It is day 15, and what they have us reading today is Genesis chapter 31, verses 22 through 32, and then Matthew 10, verses 16 through 36, and then Psalm 13. And this is the verse that they give for today. Psalm 13, 5 through 6. But I have trusted in thy mercy, my heart shall rejoice in thy salvation. I will sing unto the Lord, because he hath dealt bountifully with me. And this is the prayer that they give. Jesus, how you must have smiled when I hated speech in high school, knowing the day would come that I would love to speak in front of groups. But I confess I still clam up when I feel uncomfortable. So thank you for this promise. You will give me the words to say when I'm called to account for my love for you. But that doesn't just mean when I face a firing squad. You will give me the words when a co-worker asks about my faith. You will shield me with your words if I'm attacked by family and friends dear to me. I pray I will be living in your words, so that they will naturally fall from my lips. Amen. This is the summary of the reading today. Although Jacob's prayer in Genesis 32 is probably inspired more by fear than faith, we can emulate him in that he called to mind God's promises. When you're faced with a fearful situation, remember the promises that God has made to you and pray them back to him. Although he certainly doesn't need to be reminded of the promises he has made, it will bless you to be reminded of them. And that's true. You know, I think about high school. I don't know if you know this about me, but when I was 16 years old, that's when I actually came to Jesus. That's when I was saved. And I just didn't fit in with any groups in school, so I actually dropped out of high school when I was 16 years old. You wouldn't think that of me, but I did, because I couldn't handle the pressure of being a Christian in school. I couldn't do it. It was just not something that I was able to handle. So I dropped out of high school when I was 16. Now, that's not to say that later I did get my GED when I turned 18. I did get my GED and I passed it the first time that I actually took it. And I did go to college. So I went to college about 5 years, I think, maybe more, because I kept on changing my major. And the degree that I have is just a find this funny, but the only degree that I have is an associate's degree in theology. So, but I was terribly shy too. I'm an introvert, and so it's hard for me to get my words out sometimes. And plus, growing up, like I mentioned before, I actually had a speech impairment when I was a lot younger, when I was growing up. And the reason why is because when I was growing up, I would have these terrible earaches. And so I couldn't hear through my ears when I was supposed to develop my speech. So that's the reason why I had a speech impediment. And one of the causes was my tonsils. So a lot of my health problems was because, and my speech impediment was because of my health. But as I got older, I actually have kind of masked that where I'm still introverted, but I can get along in the world where I'm not as shy as I was when I was younger. Even now, sometimes I find myself stuttering. But, you know, being on YouTube has helped a lot. It has helped build my confidence a lot. And I'm just a person, just like you are. I have my doubts and fears, just like anybody else. Just because I'm a Christian doesn't make me any other special than any of you. I just accepted that I do have faults, and I love Jesus. And, it took me a long time to love myself. It really did. It really did take a long time for me to love myself, because I thought, I wouldn't become anything in life because, I dropped out of high school, and everybody's going to know that I dropped out of high school, and they're going to think that I'm dumb. But really, I'm not really dumb, because when I went to school, I actually majored in computer science. And, I did really well in math in college. So, you know, you never know about somebody. So saying all that, I think that, life is beautiful. And Jesus is beautiful. You know what He can make out of somebody's life, And I thank you for letting me ramble on. And of course, if you like these readings, and if you like this content, please smash that thumbs up button, and also leave a comment and subscribe. I'm at 71 subscribers right now. And I'm loving each and every one of you. And of course, as always, may God bless you, and good night.